Sizing it, yeah. All right, so here's like a little bit of good news because this is a hopeful book, really. I'm not worried about another January 6th. I don't think there will be another January 6th. My travels amongst, a number of the people who were involved, some people who have been prosecuted. And in the book, I meet a militia commander in Marinette, Wisconsin. Walk into his home. It's an arsenal. Playing on loop in a corner is the video. He's got hours and hours of video he took at the Capitol. This question of weapons. Of course he was carrying. He said, he wouldn't go to Washington without a gun because he has this imagination of it as a very dangerous place. He thought I might be an FBI agent, but other than that, he's not been bothered with all his footage. So that's all out there, but he would never go again. And I think movements change. One thing that may be useful to understand how January 6th plays and that sort of initial step back is to understand the Trump rhetoric. And I sort of write about this as a move that he does is joking, not joking. And again, it's like that schoolyard bully who pretends he's going to punch you and then says, just joking, and then does it again until you get that sort of normalized terror. And you see that playing out as Trump introduces these ideas over the years. I'm the chosen one.
I am the chosen one.
No, I'm just joking. Well, but now it's a commonplace on the Christian right, especially that Trump is divinely anointed. Or maybe I'm going to stay for 12 more years.
I told you he's a dictator. We've been saying he will not give up power. Under no circumstances will he give up power. He intends to serve at least 2 more terms.
Hershey, Pennsylvania, I was at a rally and he says, tomorrow the press will say, but I'm just joking. Or maybe I'm not.
He wants 12 more years. They start shouting now, 12 more years.
Now it's a commonplace that I'm going to be dictator on day one.
We love this guy. He says, you're not going to be a dictator, are you? I said, no, other than day one.
Joking, not joking. So too, January 6th was that move of normalizing the possibility of violence, trying it out. Think more of January 6th as a trial balloon for the exercise of state power. And then when you connect that to something like a document I don't think is getting reported enough about now is called Project 2025. Spearheaded by Heritage Foundation, involving 75 other of the real heavy hitters across the spectrum, many of which right-wing groups wouldn't normally work together to have a plan in place for that day one dictatorship of Trump. It's 900 pages, agency by agency. They're recruiting, lawyers and so on. And it includes the kind of institutionalization of January 6th. Not least of which, by the way, of course, is Trump saying, if I get in, I'm going to pardon these guys and I'm going to apologize to them.
And I mean full pardons with an apology to many, an apology.
So I think it's still very